Lead Radio, your lifestyle radio.
Welcome back to Lead Radio 1063, a lifestyle radio and the pulse of IB City. It's the time I've been waiting for. Of course, it's the magnificent Monday edition of the zone with Boye, the chocolatey sensation. Welcome, people, wherever you are in the city of Ibadan, whether you're at Felele, you're at Boye, it doesn't matter. As long as you're listening to us, we're just a dial away, 106.3. That's the frequency. Make sure you tune in and make sure to invite your friends, your neighbors, and even your enemies, of course. We just played you that down more by Sugarboy. Before that, you listened to Soaking by Boye. And we played you Sin City by Kiss Daniel, and you listened to Holy Holy by Two-Face E Divya. Yes, we talked about the fact that today on the show we'll be looking at the brand new album released by Sugarboy. In case you don't know who Sugarboy is, it's a Nigerian reggae dancehall artist, Afrobeat singer and songwriter. He was born on the 15th of April 1992. He's signed to G Worldwide Entertainment, the home of Kiss Daniel as well. And he just released, over the weekend, released his debut album titled Believe. And the album is a 22-track album. That's huge, without a doubt. 22-track album, that's huge. Sugarboy, well done. And the album has only one feature. Of course, you know how they work at G Worldwide Entertainment. He only featured Kiss Daniel on that one. It's not a surprise to me because even Kiss Daniel, as big as he is, when he released this album, New Era, we expected features, but we were surprised when he had no feature except, of course, Sugarboy. So I think that's the policy in their record label, G Worldwide Entertainment. So it's got 22-track album, and for production credit, we have DJ Kublon as expected. Young John is on this one. We have the genius Tony Ross, and Beatbox is on this one as well. So we'll play some of the songs of this album. We'd like you to tell us what you think. Some people would say, okay, is this the right time for Sugarboy? Is it ripe to release an album? Is the time ripe, Because in releasing an album, the time must be right as well. Some people release albums when the time is not right. Some people just jump the gun and they release an album. But is the time right? Also remember his pedigree. He's giving us songs, hits like a Holla Holla. We played you that album. That album also has had some relatively good reviews. He also dropped songs like Legalize. He's giving us songs like Legalize, yes, that album, Holla Holla, So I think 3 or 4 singles that have made massive waves, and now he just dropped the album on us. And before the album, they talked about the album launch, which was done in Lagos over the weekend. So the big question is the time right for this album? What do you think? And another question was asked, I said, what makes a good album? Kiss Daniel's album was amazing. Amazeballs is the word. You're in your car, you're listening to Kiss Daniel's album. You're back-to-back hits. You don't just want to change it out. You keep listening back to back. And the big question is, would Sugarboy's album also have the same appeal? Not that we're comparing them, but 2 of them being on the same record label. I think it's going to be a huge shoe to fill for Sugarboy. Saying that Kiss Daniel dropped his album a while ago, and now he's dropping his own album as well. There'll be comparisons without a doubt, without a doubt. So today on the show, it's all about Sugarboy. Listen carefully and tell us what you think in terms of some of the songs, the lyrical contents, the delivery on the part of Sugarboy. Look at production, production I mentioned earlier. Production credit goes to Young John, DJ Kublon. We've got Tony the Genius. We've got Tony Ross, the Genius, and Beatbox. So we'll play some of the songs back to back, and we'd like you to tell us what you think. Go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/LeadRadio1063. Tweet at us at LeadRadio1063, or send in your comments via WhatsApp 0905-769-2791. Some of the songs of this track include Neighbor, Double, Barman, Joe Fumi, Informer, Legalize, Wicked, Ikene, which features Kiss Daniel, Baby Oku, Usomade. Right now, let's play you Baby Oku and tell us what you think. We'll be waiting. This is the album review for Sugarboy. Enjoy.
LR 106, your lifestyle radio.
Sugarboy, of course, with that one titled Oshomo Day. Before that, we played you Baby Oku by Sugarboy off his brand new album, Believe. The big question is the time right for this album? Do you think 22 track is a tall order, or do you think that this album will stand the test of time? Quick question. Some people would say, okay, in Nigeria, the songs just last for 3 months. After a while, you forget the songs. But I think that the key towards making a good album is an album that will stand the test of time? Do you think these songs will stand the test of time? Do you think these songs are they forgettable? Are they songs that you listen to and a few days or few months down the line you can't remember them again? Well, I must confess, I must say big ups to Sugarboy. I think one must also salute his courage. We must salute his dedication to the trade. We must also salute his hard work, because 22 tracks, that's not being said, is more, you know. And I want to believe that he's put in so much work and dedication to this track. He's worked with some of the finest producers in Nigeria, talking about DJ Kublon and Young John on this one. Alright guys, another key to an evergreen album is one that has a good flow, you know, from whatever genre you decide to stick to, you know, what the flow is there, you know, you can say, oh, this is the flow, you know what to expect from the person. And another Achilles heel for Sugarboy, sometimes it sounds like Kiss Daniel, without a doubt. Sometimes, I think one of their songs was in Napo. It was difficult for me to be able to differentiate between Kiss Daniel and Sugarboy on that one. But I'll let you be the judge. Go to our Facebook page and tell us what you think. www.facebook.com/leadradio1063. You can tweet at us at leadradio1063. Also, not forgetting WhatsApp 0905-769-2791. And the big one, also rate this album out of 10. Tell us, what do you think? Is it an average album? Is it a fantastic album? Is it an album that you want to listen to over and over again? You want to buy for your friends and family members? What do you think about Sugarboy's album? Do you believe in the album? That is the big question. Another key to a great album is an album that has a general appeal. You know, it has a general appeal. You can across age group, across religious line, across anywhere. You can also say, oh, this album can speak to me. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm old, I'm young, I'm in between. This album can speak to me as well. Does this album by Sugarboy, does it speak to you? If it does, let us know. Once again on Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/leadradio1063. Tweet at us at leadradio1063. Remember to rate this album out of 10. Is it a 1? Is it a 5? Is it a 7? Is it a 10 out of 10? We would like to know. We're going back to the music. This is Calamity. You recall that this song cost so much wahala. I call it Boye. Yes, a particular guy accused Sugarboy of copying a song. You know, he mentioned that they both did the song together, and Sugarboy refused to attend the video shoot. A few months down the line, Sugarboy released this song with Kiss Daniel. This is one of the songs that features Kiss Daniel on this album. Enjoy Calamity. After that, it'll be time for Stunt Giddy by Sugarboy. Enjoy.
Everybody, LR 106. Your lifestyle radio.
Of course, we just played Stunt Giddy by Sugarboy. Before that, you listened to Calamity, Sugarboy featuring Kiss Daniel. I'm going to play you on Shomo Day by Sugarboy. We've got a comment on Twitter. This is from Hilarious Femi and Labeski. Says, so I'm so much in love with Sugarboy's songs because it's got the vibes, energy and lyrics in conjunction with good music. I rate the album 7 out of 10. Alright, big ups to you. As I am on this call Labeski, and I know that Sugarboy must be proud right about now. He's saying he loves your sound, he loves your vibe, he loves your energy, and in conjunction with the fact that you roll out good music. So he says for him it has to be 7 out of 10. Do you agree or do you agree? If you do agree, let us know. Go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/leadradio1063. Tweet at us at leadradio1063, or send in your comments via WhatsApp on WhatsApp 0905-769-2791. What makes a good album? An album that's memorable, an album that 2 years down the line you're still listening, you're still dancing to it. And I must say, with Sugarboy, I know Sugarboy is not all about all those it's not all about his music is not like energetic like that requires you dancing and just shaking and everything, but there's something, the flow is laid back, but with the laid backness of the flow you can still get something out of it. And I think I like this one, the Stunt Giddy, tributes to Lagos City, you know, Lagos, the city where dreams come true, without a doubt. I hope that Sugarboy, you're listening and you do a tribute to Ibadan. Yes, the ancient city of Ibadan, which is every tribute as well. Alright guys, we're still asking for your thoughts on this new album by Sugarboy. The album is titled Believe. I mentioned earlier, it's a 22-track album, and it features Kiss Daniel on 2 of the tracks, Kilamity and Ekene. Do you think it's a total or that 22 tracks? I wonder how much time is spent in the studio doing all of this, and I wonder how many songs he had to let go, because I want to believe if you have 22 songs that made the album, you must have more than a bag full of songs, for you to be able to choose the 22 songs that made the peak. And yes, the question also that I'm asking you is the time right? There's what we call there's a place of time in album releases as well as singles as well. Do you think the time is right for Sugarboy? Is the time right for him? Is the time right for this album? Are Nigerians ready for this album? And that's the big question on the show today. We've asked you to look at the lyrical content. We've asked you to also look at the delivery on the part of Sugarboy. Look at the production credits. He's worked with DJ Kumbo, who is more or less like a G Worldwide's producer, and it's also worked with Young Boss on this one as well. He's worked with the genius Tony, let's get the name right, Tony Ross and Beatbox. They've also worked with him on this album, Believe. Do you believe in the album? That's the big question. If you believe, let us know. 0905-769-2791, 0805-5510162. And one thing, for some people, some albums don't just grow on you. I remember I was talking to Fumi a while ago, and she mentioned to me, oh boy, Credibilo's album, Beloved, it's gradually growing on me. Do you think, some people's album, like the New Era, I keep going back to Kiss Daniel, maybe because they're on the same label, Kiss Daniel's album was an instant hit. I was privileged to attend the album release party, and I tell you, from the time it grabbed the mic to the time we went home, we were all practically on our feet all through the night. From one song to another, from Napo to Sin City to you mentioned to Jumbo. You mentioned the songs back to back to back to back. We're all dancing. But some albums require time to grow on you. Maybe when they're on constant rotation, they eventually grow and you're like, okay, maybe I've been sleeping on this album, But I think that I think this album is good. Sugarboy's album might be like that, but for some people, according to Labeski says for him is a 7 over 10. So for him, it's an instant hit. On WhatsApp 0905-769-2791. Alright, we've got a comment on WhatsApp. It says, hello, how are you this afternoon? I'm enjoying the program. Thank you so much. To me, I feel it's not about the number of tracks on the album, but the quality of the songs on the album. I think it could have done better. Again, the fact that it sometimes tries to sound like Kiss Daniel breaks my heart. Alright, give it to Sugarboy. Alright, give me the sugar. With a name like Sugarboy, you need to bring the sugar every time. Ahead on the track Rabba, I would rate the lyrics and production 5 out of 10. I wish him all the best with the album. Damla from Molo. Damla, I want to send a hug to you right about now. I like the fact that you're constructive in your criticism. That's what we need, constructive criticism. The idea of this, the essence of this entire review is for the artists to be better at their trade. I want to believe if Sugarboy is not listening right about now, someone from his camp is listening, and the message will go. We'll be able to reach him. So thank you so much. Constructive criticism is key. He has said yes. It's not about the number of whether it's 22 or whether it's 2. What matters most, if you decide to do 1 track or 5 track, let it be. Keep it 100% every single time. For him, he says he thinks he could have done better, and also he mentioned, just like the same way I mentioned, the similarity, the uncanny similarity between him and Kiss Daniel leaves more to be desired. But right about now, we'll go back to the music. This is another one that features Kiss Daniel. It's called Ekene. Sugarboy featuring Kiss Daniel. Enjoy.
We are your lifestyle radio.
Keep it right here. Here we go.
LR 106.
www.facebook.com/LeadRadio1063. That's who we are on Facebook. You can tweet at us at LeadRadio1063 or send in your comments via WhatsApp 0905-769-2791. It's still the album reveal, of course, Sugarboy special on the show today. The Zone with Boye, the chocolate sensation. The time is 22 minutes past 3 o'clock. Of course, on your favorite dial, Lead Radio 1063. It's still the magnificent Monday edition of The Zone, and we've got an epistle about Sugarboy thanks to D2 from Olodo. I must say thank you very much, D2. I enjoyed reading it, so I'll share it with the rest of the world. It says that Sugarboy has reached a cliche for himself as an average rated act worth A-listed. Sugarboy has been able to drill huge effort into his music despite the flexibility limit to just Kiss Daniel, his partner in crime. Yeah, they're both making awesome individual music. Without it, I quite agree with you. I think that individually they're making great music without a doubt. Kiss Daniel, Sugarboy, and it says just as the album title says, it's definitely Believe. It says it's believed to be an awesome collection of good music. The duo Sugarboy and Kiss Daniel are quite limited to no collaboration outside the label. We mentioned that earlier. I can imagine Sugarboy, this album, Believe, you can imagine him featuring a plethora of artists in Nigeria. You know, imagine if Ricardo Banks jumping on any of the songs. Imagine maybe a Bears, maybe a Praise, maybe an Iyanya, maybe a Korede Bello, maybe a Reminisce, adding another fan. Olamide bringing the street culture into this album. You know, it might have gone a different way. Of course, it says as a deal, which let me definitely, okay. It says I rate this album 7 out of 10 with star rating. Okay. He also comes back to say I think our present age industry isn't yet well structured to get artists right on the course of the artistry. It says though there are many factors determining when right to drop an album, I believe Sugarboy has cut a bit above average. The gauge of still being tagged and regarded as a rookie in the game. And it says the album Believe seems to have a good composition, good lyrics, appeal of good vibe, flow and delivering, okay, with great production to see it as a good album. And it's back again. It says number of tracks doesn't really matter as there's no limit through scaling varies. 22 tracks. This is definitely an obvious sign that this dude has lots of unpublished tracks. He's definitely working hard. We look forward to a better him. Alright. Thank you so much D2 from Olodo for lending your voice on this whole album review. And it says for him it has to be 7 out of 10. I think he agrees with I am _ Labeski, who also says he's going to score this album 7 out of 10. Alright. Okay, according to Damilola from Olu, it says for him it has to be 5 out of 10, so he thinks it is an average album. Alright, this is where we draw the curtains, but before that I would like to say that big I would like to give a big shout out to Sugarboy. At the time that we are in right about now, it's not easy dropping an album, but you've decided to raise the bar. 22 tracks on your album, and of course you were limited to working with your record label mate, Kiss Daniel. I strongly believe that this album will grow on me. But right now, I think I have my personal favorite right about now. It has to be Stunned to Giddy. But I think that when you keep listening to this album over time, you might just say to yourself, this is a good album, or you might not. But for me, I think that this album will grow on me. Also, I also sort of like the laid backness of this album. It's not every day that, in the words of Adekunle Gold, Ariwokoni music, it's not every day that you jump and shout and scream. It doesn't have to be danceable before you can qualify it as a good album or a good song. I think I sort of like the laid backness of this album, and I must confess, Sugarboy is a talent. I think we're sleeping on Sugarboy. There's more to Sugarboy than we've had. I hope that with this Believe album we'll be able to, once you listen to from one track to another, you'll be able to see his ability and his vocal range, his mastery of music as well. I would like to, at this junction, say I'm wishing Sugarboy all the best. I like the fact that not only does he do, apart from music, Sugarboy, I've had the opportunity of meeting him, and I must say his humility is striking as well. So Sugarboy, I'm wishing you the very best. I would say I'll rate this album 6 out of 10. That's how much I would rate this album. For me, 6 out of 10, that's how much I would rate this album. And I also like to say that this is where we wrap the curtains on the album review for Sugarboy. I like the album title, Believe. It shows to me that like a Sugarboy believes in himself, he believes in his trade, he believes in his art, and I wish him the very best. And I hope that his audience will also believe in his trade as well. To wrap up today's edition of the album review, we're playing you Holla Holla, one of my personal favorites out of this album, without a doubt. Already, while he's shaking his head, yeah, right? That song is lit, L-I-T, all in capital letters. Coming up next is Boye. Guess what we're talking about today? You need to find out. But right about now, we're shaking, we're dancing to Holla Holla by Sugarboy. Enjoy.
Lead Radio, your lifestyle radio.